Everything to know about Belize. Belize is located in Central America, and it is bordered to the north by Mexico, to the south and west by Guatemala, and to the east by the Caribbean Sea. Belize is a diverse country with various cultures and languages. They also have the lowest population density in Central America, with 35 people per square mile. Let's look at Belize's history, shall we? The first people to develop Belize were the Maya around 1500 BCE. According to archaeological records, they established a number of settlements in Belize. These include Caracol, Lamanai and Lubantu. The first European contact with Belize occurred in 1502 when Christopher Columbus reached the area's coast. In 1840, Belize became a colony of British Honduras, and in 1862 it became a crown colony. For 100 years after that, Belize was a representative government of England, but in January 1964, full self-government with a ministerial system was granted. In 1973, the region's name was changed from British Honduras to Belize, and on September 21, 1981, full independence was achieved. The Mayan history of Belize. Even though most people associate the Maya with Mexico, the civilization actually extended through Belize, Guatemala, and even Honduras at its height. The largest Maya city in Belize was Caracol, which you can still visit today, and it's estimated that at one point up to 400,000 Mayas lived in the area that is now Belize. Visitors to Belize can explore more than 900 different Maya ruins and sacred sites. What is Belize famous for? Belize is known for its extreme biodiversity and distinctive ecosystems. On the coast, there is a swampy coastal plain with mangrove swamps. In the south and interior, there are hills and low mountains. Most of their land is undeveloped and is forested with hardwoods. It is a part of the Mesoamerican biodiversity hotspot, and it has many jungles, wildlife reserves, a large variety of different species of flora and fauna, and the largest cave system in Central America. Some species of Belize's flora and fauna include the black orchid, the mahogany tree, the toucan, and the tapirs. What languages do they speak in Belize? While English is the official language of Belize, Creole is the language that the locals speak. They have a Caribbean lilt and their words seem a bit shorter, but don't worry, you'll understand everything and they may teach you a few phrases you don't know. Spanish, African-based Garifuna, Maya Kekchi, Maya Mopan, Mandarin, German are just a few of the languages that form the unique dialects they speak throughout the country. What are the modes of transport in Belize? Travellers can navigate the country by plane, bus, car, boat or horse. That's right, horse. Remember to pack your sense of adventure, whether you're headed to the beach, a dive site, Maya temples or any combination. Be ready for a journey. There are small airports in Belize centrally located around key points of interest in the country, bus terminals in most towns and boat services operating from all major coastal regions and island towns. Travel via local airlines and passenger aircraft is the fastest and most popular means of transport throughout Belize, especially for itineraries that combine different in-country locations. Boats, known locally as water taxi, are the primary means of transport between the islands and the mainland, and, of course, to Barrier Reef attractions. Regular scheduled water taxis operate between Belize City, Kaikolka and San Pedro. How is currency handled in Belize? The exchange rate in Belize is 2 Belizean dollars to every 1 US dollar. It has been this way for decades and it will probably remain this way for decades more. Most places in the country will accept either Belizean or American money. Did you know that Belize is the only country on the planet to have a jaguar preserve? Half a dozen great cats, including jaguars and pumas, are indigenous to Belize and Central America. Belize is the only country in the world with a nature sanctuary dedicated to preserving these magnificent animals. A protected area called the Coxcomb Wildlife Sanctuary and Jaguar Preserve. Beware, Belize has speed bumps. Most of Belize is unspoiled tracts of jungle, rainforest and verdant hills. In order to enforce speed limits inside towns and villages and near schools, Belize use speed bumps instead of traffic lights. Belize owns the Great Blue Hole. In 1971, famed marine biologist Jacques Cousteau discovered what had long been the sole province of local fishermen, the Great Blue Hole, a unique diving site in the middle of an offshore coral atoll. The Great Blue Hole is regularly voted as one of the top 10 best diving sites in the world. Let's talk about the royal rat. A few decades ago, when Queen Elizabeth visited Belize, she was served with one of the country's finest delicacies, gibnut meat, locally referred to as the royal rat. This large rodent looks something like a cross between a chipmunk and a tapir, and tastes similar to rabbit. Belize has an amazing barrier reef. As part of the second largest barrier reef system in the world, the Belize Barrier Reef is an incredibly diverse marine ecosystem, stretching for more than 180 miles off the coast of Belize. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the reef is an ideal place for fishing, snorkeling, scuba diving, kayaking and sailing. Belize houses black howler monkeys. Known locally as baboons, these tree-dwelling primates are listed as one of the top 10 loudest animals in the world, equipped with a piercing shriek that can be heard up to 3 miles away through the thick of the rainforest of Belize. Belize has a small and friendly population. With only 355,000 people living in an area the size of Massachusetts, Belize has the lowest population density in Central America, an average of 15 per square kilometre. Belize is also universally known as having a friendly population renowned for their amiability and hospitality. Planning to visit Belize soon? Do let us know in the comments section below. Please like, share, subscribe and get notified to be updated with One Cosmos.